Shalom, shalom. We the Hebrew Israelites who come out week in and week out to prophesy the downfall of this wicked kingdom of America, aka Babylon, aka Egypt. First and foremost, we'll give all praise, honor, and glory to the Heavenly Father, His Son, Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Rakakodash. Double honors to the apostles and the elders, GMS who rule well. Peace and blessings to the host for elect. We out for the elect only the 12 tribes of Israel, Judah, so-called Negroes, Benjamin, so-called West Indian Jamaicans, Levi of the Haitians, Reuben of the Seminole Indians, Gad of the North American Indians, Issachar, the so-called Mexicans, Zebulon, Guatemala, Panama, Manasseh, the so-called Cubans, Simeon of the so-called Dominicans, Ephraim of the Puerto Ricans, Asher, Colombia, Uruguay, Naphtali, Argentina, the Chile. These are the 12 tribes of Israel. Our big brother Yahweh Shai is coming to redeem 1/3 the elect, 2/3 are set up for the destruction, right? It's all about the elect, man. We in this captivity. We're amongst the dead, man. Right. Give me Revelation 11. Talk about that dead.
The dead body said out.
Yeah. Done. And Amos 9 and 8. If you want to start with that. Yeah, Amos 9 and 8. Start with that. We'll get to that.
This is Amos 9 and 8. Amos 9 and 8. Behold, the eyes of the Lord are upon the sinful kingdom, and I will destroy it from off the face of the earth, saying that I will not utterly destroy the house of Jacob, saith the Lord.
It says the eyes of the Lord power upon the sinful kingdom, and those eyes are the chariots, the angels that come. See, we've seen the last few days, we've seen a large fluctuation of chariots, man. I seen one Christmas Eve, we saw one on the way back from the brother's house. The chariots are here, man. Right? They're watching, okay?
Right. Amos 9 and 8. Behold, the eyes of the Lord power are upon the sinful kingdom.
America's that sinful kingdom, which is being heavily watched right now. The Lord is putting the spirit on the angels and put the spirit on men to do particular things in this time, right? In this particular time now, you have what? They're more escalating towards war, man.
Right.
He's had these Edomites doing things that are what? That will cause other nations to be mad, and you go into a world war. Okay?
Right.
Even Trump, I saw an article, he said Iran has never won a war, but they won many negotiations. See, that's a little sneaky hit.
Right.
Meaning what? Y'all better come to the table because you can't really deal with it. But that hardy ass attitude basically gonna get him killed. Because Proverbs 8 and 13 talks about 8 and 13. Proverbs 8 and 13.
Proverbs 8 and 13 says, the fear of Yahweh is to hate evil.
The fear of Yahweh is to hate evil. Go ahead.
Pride and arrogance and the evil way. And the forward mouth do I hate.
The forward mouth does he hate. So does he hate Donald Trump's mouth? All the rhetoric that comes out, yes he does, man. He hates it. But yet he's using him Bishop B4 to square C3. That's where he played him like a chess game. Right? And what did they do? They shot missiles on one of the high-ranking officers of Iran, man. Okay, which is getting ready. That accumulates to what? World War III, man. Give me Joel 3 and Ezekiel 38. Baba Shah. And this is what we wait on, man.
You got Joel?
No.
Oh yeah, Joel would say about that. Strike the mighty man.
Joel 59.
Yeah. This is Joel. Chapter 3, verse 9. Joel 3 and 9. Proclaim ye this among the Gentiles. Prepare war. Wake up the mighty men. Let all the men of war draw near.
So what's going on now, when you have a situation like just happened, they've already prepared for that situation and they have a B plan. See, they came in the strategic war rooms. The generals came in there and they plotted out the grid coordinates and the longitude and the latitude and how they was gonna move. Right. They had their they had their spies on the ground spying out which way the convoy is gonna go. Cause they got drones. See what I mean? So hey man, that's preparing for war. Cause today Jeremiah 51 says what? The nations are mad, verse 7, right? And they're preparing for war. Go ahead.
Proclaim ye this among the Gentiles, prepare war, wake up the mighty men, let all men of war draw near, let them come up.
See, let them come up where the Lord is getting ready to bring them into the valley of decision, which is Harmagat in the Hebrew. So they're getting ready to come to that land of Saudi. See me Joel 2 and 20, 2 and 26 right in there with the Northern Army. I will bring you the Northern Army. I think it's 2 and 20.
Joel 2 starting at 20. But I will move far off the. That's it?
Yeah.
Well,
that's it.
Joel 2 and 20. But I will remove far off from you the Northern Army.
The Northern Army, right? So the men in this particular society, they're getting ready to go into a draft, right? Which they're gonna be shipped to what? The other side.
Right.
Okay? You have embassies and bases already on ground. They've been on ground for years and years. But they getting ready to do a mass movement to that land, man. Okay, go ahead.
But I will remove far off from you the Northern Army and will drive him into a land barren and desolate.
That land barren and desolate is Saudi Arabia. Because there's plenty of desert. It's a real desert region right there, okay? Go ahead.
With his face toward the east sea.
His face towards the east sea, right? So which is the river Euphrates, which goes into what? The Persian Gulf, right? Go ahead.
And his hinder part towards the uttermost sea.
Hinder part towards the utmost sea is the Red Sea, right? Go ahead.
And his stink shall come up.
His stink shall come up after what? The nuclear destruction. After many battles, getting hit by shell tanks, getting hit with grenades,
right.
Getting hit with lasers from Yahweh Shai. When the angels come back, go ahead.
And his ill savor shall come up because he have done great things.
Your ill savor gonna come up, man. It's gonna go all the way to the heavens, man. When you read in Isaiah the 34th chapter, around the 6th verse, it talks about the sacrifice of fats of rams and bullocks, man. You could grab that if you want. Let's start at 5.
So Revelations chapter 11.
Stay with Joel too. Hold that example.
Revelation 11 verse 14. The second woe is past, and behold, the third woe cometh quickly.
The third woe cometh quickly. What's that third woe? World War III. The second woe was what? World War II. And the first woe was World War I, man. Okay. This war here is going to be, since the advancements of technology, the way of war is not like it's going to be in World War I and II. This is a technology where they're going to shoot nuclear missiles, right? Which are made by the scientists, man, of teaming. What you read in Isaiah the 54th chapter. What you got?
You said 34:16? No.
34.
Isaiah.
Yeah. You started one.
Yeah. Isaiah 34:1. Come near, ye nations, to hear and hearken to people, ye people. Let the earth hear and all that is therein. Isaiah 34:1. Come near, ye nations, to hear and hearken, ye people. Let the earth hear and all that is therein,
Yeah.
the world.
Go ahead, read that, finish.
And all things that come of it.
Now, how's the world hearing, right? The Thummim and the Urim, they call it the internet. When you read in Psalm 19, it tells you about the internet, okay? That's how they're hearing this word, right? We're not traveling around like Paul and them did back in the day in the disciples to these different countries, right? It's a lot of land. So the Lord, with the technology, he had what? The internet being created. So now we preach and we push it on the World Wide Web and everybody hears it. So it's not going to be an excuse. Go ahead.
For the indignation of the Lord is upon all nations.
The indignation, that righteous anger is upon all you nations, man. Because all you nations have had a hand in the downfall of the nation of Israel. Okay, go ahead.
And his fury upon all their armies, he hath utterly destroyed them. He hath delivered them to the slaughter.
He has delivered you to the slaughter. So, hey, that land is barren and desolate in Joel 2 and 20. That's the land of slaughter right there. Okay, go ahead.
Their slain also shall be cast out, and their stink shall come up out of their carcasses.
Why? Because the bodies are gonna be laying down, man. Ain't nobody gonna be there to police them up and take you to the hospital, put a tarp over you and give you no funeral.
Right.
The bodies just gonna be out there pursuing the Revelation 19th chapter around the 17th verse, but the stink of the fire is gonna be for the fowls to eat, man. All right, go ahead.
And the mountains shall be melted with their blood.
A lot of blood shed. Go ahead.
And all the host of heaven shall be dissolved, and the heavens shall be removed together as a scroll, and rolled together as a scroll.
Because when that thermonuclear missile hit, right before it hits, it blows up prior to hitting the ground. It don't actually hit the ground, it blows up before. That's why when that blast and that pressure hit, that's what makes that cloud come back up. And then when that cloud goes out, it sucks all the fucking air back in. That's what pushes that fire forward. Okay, go ahead.
And all their hosts shall fall down as the leaf falleth from off the vine, and as a falling fig from the fig tree.
So it's gonna be sudden, because when a fig is totally ripe, it falls out of nowhere. It don't give you warning. Next thing you know, you hear it hit the ground. So this destruction of America is gonna be sudden, man. Because you people are when you read in Ecclesiastes 7, right? It talks about Ecclesiastes 7:4. 7:4. Read that right quick. Go ahead.
For my sword shall be bathed in heaven. Behold, it shall come down upon Idumea.
Idumea, man, you Edomites, man. So-called white man, and this is your kingdom. So that sword is going to come down on your kingdom, which is thermonuclear destruction.
That's right. Ecclesiastes chapter 7, verse 4 says, the heart of the wise is in the house of the mourning.
That's what we doing. We crying out, right? We crying out for the abominations that's done in the midst thereof. Okay? That's what the prophets are doing in this time, man. Crying out, man, to the elect to come back, man. Because the quicker the elect come back, the quicker, man, this thing is gonna, hey, you can see it happening fast, so brothers are waking up. Go ahead.
But the heart of the fools is in the house of mirth.
That's why you see everybody walking down downtown Dallas, skipping around. They still in that post New Year's spirit. Right?
Yeah, they still got the tree up.
Still got the trees up, lights everywhere. Light bill gonna be $9,900 next month.
On the 15th,
they don't even worry about how they gonna pay their bills. They just happy.
They gonna pay it back when they tax return.
Oh yeah,
you know,
it's 2 weeks.
And you see them, man.
Work out.
They walk around comfortable, hands in their pocket. That's how they walk around, man. They have no clue that the fig is about to fall suddenly from the tree.
Right.
That thermonuclear structure is about to hit them.
Right.
And they know they got a fool up there for president. He's saying the things that these supremacists want to say, right? But he don't know. He that bishop from C4 going across to D5, man. They don't know they playing like a chess move, man. You know?
And they gonna take it in a rook to come get his ass.
Go ahead.
Verse 5, it says,
No, you good on that. Go back to where you was at.
Isaiah 34:5. For my sword shall be bathed in heaven. Behold, it shall come upon Idumea and upon the people of my cursed judgment.
Move over some. You ain't in the camera. There you go.
Verse 6. The sword of the Lord is filled with blood. It is made fat with fatness, and with the blood of lambs and goats, and with the fat of kidneys of rams. For the Lord hath sacrificed in Basra.
See, now back in the day, when we would send a sacrifice up, what we put on the altar, we would burn wood and put the fat of the animal on there. So America, when he bring these thermonuclear missiles to America, America's gonna be that great savor to the Lord's nose when it's burning. That's gonna be a great savor. That's gonna be the best smell he probably ever has smelled when America's on fire, man. Right? Go ahead.
For the Lord hath a sacrifice in Basra, and a great slaughter in the land of Idumea. And the unicorn shall come down with them, and the bullocks and the bulls, and their land shall be soaked with blood, and their dust made fat with fatness.
One more.
For it is the day of the Lord's vengeance, and the year of recompense.
The year of payback, man. For the things that you done against the nation of Israel, man.
For the controversy of Zion.
Controversy in Zion, man. You put us in slavery, right? You brought us over in slavery. Then what do? We quit beating our backs. You start firing us first fired to last hired, man. You start the education system all fucked up. Okay?
Took away our sacrifice, took away our priesthood.
Exactly.
Took away everything.
Took away everything. You know, so you got to pay, man. Go back to Joel 20.
Joel,
Or either Joel 3. Read 2 and 20 again.
Joel 2 and 20. But I will remove far off from you the northern army and will drive him into a land barren and desolate, with his face toward the east sea and his hinder part towards the utmost sea.
We already explained that's the Euphrates going into the Persian Gulf and the Red Sea. And you people get ready to be drafted too, man. Go ahead.
And his stink shall come up, and his ill savor shall come up, because he have done great things.
Go ahead.
Fear not, O land, be glad and rejoice, for the Lord will do great things. Be not afraid, ye beasts of the field, for the pastures of the wilderness do spring, for the tree beareth her fruit.
So, hey, keep telling the elect, man, don't be afraid when that day comes.